no stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since Rick.
Is it the frame? Oh, did I get it? I think I got it. That's all I had to do this whole time. Welcome back to my channel. It's Dani, and I'm back with another video. So it is what, 8:25 in the morning. I've been up since like 5 something, just up and smoking and releasing, watching vlogs and stuff, and taking tips and notes and stuff like that. My journaling book, and this is my tips or whatever. But I mean, I have other pages. I got so much, I don't know why I folded that like this stuff. I just be writing, and this is just my, I think this is my YouTube book. It's just like more tips and stuff in there. But up thinking and, you know, just sitting with my stones and getting my energy back right. I'm about to brush my teeth. I'm gonna make some oatmeal, eat some oatmeal, make a tea, and then, well, working out is the last thing that I'm gonna do. Make sure I get everything else done first, and then I'm gonna work out. That way I can get all my sweating and everything out, and then I can just go ahead and get in the shower, get my face clean, wash my body and everything. I'm gonna get all that done, and then Welcome back to my channel. It's Dani and I'm back with another video. So I mean, technically it's the same video, but technically it's still another video because it's not on the same part or the same segment. I think today is April 3rd. Today is April 3rd and I am just now getting back with this video. Listen, I've been dealing with me being in a mood, downtime, maybe a little bit too much downtime, but also like I have been tired. I have been picking up more hours at work and I signed up for give me a second. All right, I had to close the door because when I'm in my office area or whatever you want to call it, I don't know, this is just my, not like my zen, but like my zen. I had to like close out the extra noise or whatever, but yeah, I've been picking up more hours at work and I signed up for an extra day, so I'm doing 6 days. I've been tired. I don't really sleep the way that I should, and I'm drinking coffee every day, and I was never really no coffee drinker, and I might have said this already, but ever since I started my new shift, I've been drinking coffee like every day. Girl, you know you gotta go to work, just go to sleep, but I don't. I just stay up and I just be up doing stuff. It's like my mind don't, and I'm not even relaxing because my mind don't let me relax. It's like I'm always doing something. Like, and if I fall off with this, it's because I'm in my head, I'm working on something else, I'm thinking about this, I'm doing this, and my stomach is rumbling. I don't know what I want to eat though, because Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. I really need to, well, I am cooking, I'm throwing out some chicken, but that's all for my lunch for the work week. So I don't know if I want to have a piece of chicken out of that and when I'm going to cook, or if I just want to go get something for today. But anyway, this is basically going to be about me spending a lot of time alone, being by myself, having like 0 friends. I mean, I have friends from like my childhood that just, you know, probably like 1 or 2 of them. One of them I think I've been knowing since I was about 5. And Another girl I think I've been knowing since about middle school. I was in like middle school. I've never fallen out with them. Like, we always been cool, but you know, like, everybody live in different parts. Mind you, they don't know each other. Our relationships are separate. I know they're from 2 different areas, but yeah, like, we always gonna be cool regardless, but I don't see them like that. And then I have some people that I'm cool with. A few people I could probably count on one hand. Like, I'm not playing. I'm taking a different approach with relationships and friendships from here on out. Not even from here on out. Been starting this since I've been single the past couple years. But just taking a different approach on how I build friendships and relationships and make sure that I carry integrity within myself. I'm gonna call you back. I haven't talked to this lady in a couple days. And last time she called me, I didn't pick up. I'm sorry. She probably about to send me a text message and leave me a voicemail. I have, once again, a page that I wrote with everything in it. You know, it's my ideas and everything I was writing down and reasons and stuff like that. And just so I can make sure that I have everything that I wanted to say and come across the points that I wanted to come across, because this is a lot of stuff. And if I would have went off my head with this, I probably would have forgotten a couple of things. And this probably isn't even all, but this is everything that I had put together for the video. I never really had too many friends, and it would be times where I would be alone if I wasn't with the friends that I had at the time. But getting older, I mean, not even getting older, because I always, like, if I was home, I would be in my room, you know, just doing my own thing, listening to music, probably on my phone, like dancing, singing, and whatever the case may be. But I always like to spend a lot of time alone, and as I got older, it just like grew more and more. So I'm not that girl that was always going out, always, you know, with my friends and they're like, if anything, when I started getting older, I was always with the person that I was with, like, and that was it. And whoever they was around, that I was around or whatever, and spending a lot more time with their families, more so than my own. I don't know if anybody else can relate to doing that, but I tend to do that a lot. I get a lot closer to the person who I'm dealing with, family, if we get along, than my own. And I've been looking into my natal chart, and I think I found out, you know, I'm still researching, but I think I found out, you know, why I am like that. Spend more time alone, especially since I've been single and really, like, you know, been focusing on myself and getting myself together and just making sure I'm healing in the right places that I need to, and I'm fixing myself as a person. Peace of mind, because let me tell you, living alone is nothing like living alone. And if you don't live alone, like, even if you have your own room, it's just nothing like having your own space. And some people may not always have their space, because I didn't always have my own space for a long time. I mean, of course, at my mom and dad's house, but I didn't really feel like I had privacy there. So yeah, it's just, I didn't really feel like I always had space. And then I didn't always have a room at my grandma's house until I got older. So yeah, it's you know, I feel like this is my first time actually experiencing and knowing what a peace of mind is like. It feels like, it doesn't feel weird, it feels really, really good. Like, it feels relieving. It feels like I can just let my hair down and relax and just be within myself and like really be in my head, get my thoughts together, process and heal, and take the time that I need to meditate and do whatever I need to do, or just like gather my thoughts, or just anything. Like, it feels so good to be able to have a peace of mind. I'll get up and go to work any day. But one of the reasons, just being able to have my own peace of mind and pay where I stay at, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to go back home to mommy and daddy, even though they want me to. Your girl out here being an adult. Anyway, during this time of me being alone, it allows me to spend a lot more time doing research and learning information. And I actually have like a spirituality book that, I believe it is purple. This is what my notes is actually in right now. I have a purple book. I think I said before that I have a whole bunch of different books that's different colors. Maybe I didn't say that. Different colors, and they all have their own different meanings. So purple is spirituality book, and I've been, you know, able to take more time to do more research and learn things and educate myself, looking more I actually was trying to watch the cooking channel this morning, but it was just infomercials on. But I want to start cooking more, doing different things, learning how to make different things, and not like doing the same stuff all the time, like really switching it up. And for real, I really want to learn how to grow my food, but you know, that's gonna come with time. Like being able to have my own property and really like planting a garden. And I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about, like, for the past couple years, really learning how to garden and, you know, make flowers and plant foods and stuff like that. And my aunts on my dad's side, I think like one or two of them, she has like a garden next to her house, and she grows her own greens, like collard greens and stuff like that. I think tomatoes, all kinds of stuff. And I'm just like, it's interesting. So, and not only that, it's better in general anyway than buying the stuff that's out here, even though I just said what I said earlier about getting food. But it's okay, because it's okay every once in a while you can treat yourself. I've been drinking a lot more water, and I've really been getting myself together with, as far as like, you know, what I'm eating. I've been cooking a lot more vegetables and stuff like that. Like feeling as if I'm meant for more, and I feel like I truly am. Like I feel like this life is just not it, and even though we are here, I feel like I am here for a purpose. And I honestly feel like that purpose is to help people in some sort of way, any way that I can. Another reason why I have been working on these videos, and I really need to get even more consistent. It'll pick up, you know, as I, you know, get through working with things on myself, and, you know, really getting comfortable with myself and allowing myself to find different ways to be creative and learn how to do these videos in the way that I'm trying to get them out. Like, we all was put here for a purpose, and you know, some people who had purposes that wound up being short-lived, you know, within, maybe they did reach that purpose within that time. Feeling like I have a higher purpose was also falls into feeling as if I am meant for more. And I feel like I can achieve a lot more in this life, and that is also another thing that I want to be working towards, because I feel like this is just not it, you know what I mean? Like working these regular jobs and making this money and working so many hours to try to make ends meet and stuff like that, it's something way more to life than this, and there's a lot more things out there to be experienced. So why not try to reach that point to where though you can experience those things and really like learn how to live a fulfilled life and really do the things that you want to do. But I understand everybody doesn't exactly know how to get there. I'm still learning myself, hence why it's taking me so long to do this. But as long as you never give up and you just keep trying, it doesn't matter. Just so ever since I've been really taking time alone and working on myself. Mama, I'll call you back. Everybody calling me while I'm working. See, distractions. Trying to feed me distractions, but I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm gonna call y'all back. I'm sorry. Ever since I've been doing this, I've been having experiences like of a lot more energy. I've been feeling a lot more sensitive to energies and things like that, and picking up on certain things. And it's just like I've been a lot more quiet and just peeping a lot more and just watching a lot more than I am speaking. So that is something that I'm actually enjoying. And it's crazy because I've also been like seeing more angel numbers more than ever, like ever since I've been really like meditating more and getting onto the frequencies of learning what to listen to enhance my brain and stuff like that. Journaling and watching inspirational videos and stuff like that, just really getting into it. I have been seeing a lot more angel numbers, a lot of 222, 333s, 444. I see 555, 1222, even 1111. I catch it at night and in the morning time. So, you know, whenever it hits or whenever I see it, I go to Google or whatever. I look it up and I just remind myself of what it means. And I actually need to write it down, but it's more exciting to me. I don't know, to just like have that reminder every day. Like, I mean, you still have the reminder if you know about heart, but I always just look it up over and over again. I really need to just write it down. I've had times where I felt like I was the black sheep, like I didn't fit in, like I don't fit in, like I'm just so awkward, like socially awkward, like people aren't gonna like me, I'm too quiet, I don't turn up enough, like I'm not like, and it's just like, that shouldn't even matter, you know what I mean? But it's just a sense, and it doesn't, because I've gotten way better with that as well. And you know, if I don't fit in, it just simply is not for me, and that's, you know, just what it is. I'm just always feeling like some sort of outcast. I don't know, like I just don't always fit in with people, and it just made me more so, you know, like just want to just be more by myself, or just be with the person that I was with, because that's what I always did. A lot of people thinking something is wrong with me when I get around a crowd. I'll probably be on my phone, but I'm still a part of the conversation. It's like I'm there, but I'm not there. And it's so funny because when I was out in California, I remember being in this group. I had met this girl through my friend at the time, who knew somebody who lived down there in LA where I was at, because I went out there by myself. I didn't know nobody, and we connected, we linked up, and we wound up linking up with some more people that she knew. And you know, before you know, it was like a group of us and everything was cool. And I just remember being in the group and being quiet, being on my phone, and just like tuned out. But every time somebody would say something to me, I answered the question as, you know what I mean, as if I was there in the conversation, like consciously. You would have thought I wasn't paying attention, but I still was. It's like I was there, but I wasn't there. And I remember this girl saying, I think she was a Leo, and she was like, it's just fascinating to see how, like, although I'm within the crowd, it's like I'm there, but I'm still well aware of what's going on around me. And I was like, damn. I listen to a lot more YouTube videos, podcasts, reading, just self-reflecting and going inside of myself a lot of times. And it makes me feel as though I am growing as a person, honestly. Like, I really feel good. And this video is probably going to be long because I have a lot of things written on this paper and I'm not even through half of them. Going through a lot of people watching me a lot more now. It just seems like, especially at work, I pick up on it a lot. At this point in my life, in the stage that I feel like I am in and where I am going, people are going to stare. And the more that I get into the things that I want to do and the higher that I go, even more people are going to stare. So fuck it, let people stare. It does get irritating, like I know that it does, but at the same time it's just like, you got to keep that attitude to where as though it's not bothering you. You letting them know it's not bothering you, and maybe they just admire you or whatever the case may be. If you really know me, I'm really like a sweet, genuine, nice person. I'm a sweetheart, and I have a bad side to me that typically people don't ever get to see. Maybe I do carry a weird, you know, vibe sometimes if I'm not in a good mood or something like that, but, and you know, some people can take that the wrong way. I'm more understanding to knowing that people have their days. So just so you might have had a rude encounter with somebody, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's that character. But I'm not gonna lie, when I run into somebody and I have a rude encounter, it's just like, what's wrong with you? Like, but I got that other part of me that's understanding. It's just like, you know what, let me just pray for them. Let me just, you know, send out something good to them. Maybe they're going through something. Maybe they just need a good word or something, or, you know, somebody just send some good energy to them. That's another reason how you know you growing as a person. I feel like my aura, my frequency is higher. Like, people are gravitating to me. That's more so in the likeness of what's going on with me right now. Spirituality, just being positive, motivational, like people who are also working on other things, being entrepreneurs, trying to grow a YouTube channel, traveling the world, like all different kinds of stuff. Learning how to heal myself from toxic situations that I was in, so that I don't carry that on to another person with us, whether that's a friendship or the relationship, which is what I am not looking for right now. I am fine being by myself and, you know, really getting myself together. I don't know how I did this, but I'm pretty sure this happened at work. I must have scraped up against one of the containers or something. Allowing myself and being able to see the truth within myself, and really look at myself to be able to fix that, and, you know, just continue to grow as a person. This is about to cut off. I hope I'm not running out of footage. Spending a lot more time in nature. I won't be able to really do that until like the season really breaks. It's springtime already, but the weather's been like cold, warm. Today it's like, you know, mild but raining. I mean, I guess it's kind of like on and off, drizzling, raining here and there. But when one day, a couple of days, I think it was one day when it was really nice, maybe like 2 weeks ago, I did go out and take a walk and just spent a lot of time, you know, sitting with the trees and listening to the wind and feeling the wind and soaking up the warmness and just the sun and everything. And it was like, it felt so relieving, like it felt so good. But definitely working on spending a lot more time in nature when I can. It's gonna be tough though, because I like opening my windows and having that fresh air coming through, but it's a lot of bugs around here. Like, it's a lot of trees around here. So it's just like, every time I open a window, it just seemed like something wound up in here when I leave it open for too long. And then where my living room and my kitchen is, those windows, it's like I said, trees and stuff, so it's like grass is everything, and it's just like the bugs just be out of nowhere, and it's just like, oh, I want to have my window open so bad, but it's like, I don't know, is there another filter that I can get? Feeling like I'm not a part of this world sometimes. Like, there's something higher, or there's, you know, there's a realm higher than this. There are things that are higher than this, and it's just so much going on in the world nowadays. I just feel like it has to be something greater than this, or something more than, you know, or something that explains why things in the world are going the way that they are going. And I'm finding those answers. Hopefully you are too. I don't really talk to too many people. I've never really talked to too many people. I can be talkative and like over talkative and like excited and whatever, but there's a lot of times where I'm not really saying too much. I don't really like people getting to know me like that, or like more so being in my business. Like, you gotta take your time with me, friendship, whatever it's gonna be. Like, don't just off the bat try to be in my business and stuff, because I don't trust people too often. You can't tell everybody everything, and it's just like, you just never know who you can trust nowadays. Very important that you are able to spend time with yourself and really like get to know yourself and pamper yourself and really take care of yourself and show yourself some self-love, because that also helps. Like, being alone to me really is not all that bad. Like, you get lonely, but I feel like it's all for the better. As long as you're working on yourself and trying to get yourself together and figure yourself out, so that way when you do come back with another person, or you are able to make new friends, or whatever the case may be, or meet people, you know how to navigate more with people, you know how to relate more to people, you know how to engage more with people, and you just never know the kind of connections that you could come across. I'm definitely finding myself a lot more, which I think I touched on with like pretty much everything that I'm saying, because it's all dealing with finding yourself. Separate and isolate myself from everyone. I do that a lot, and I think it makes some people feel some type of way, and I don't mean to. Like, I never mean to make anybody feel no type of way, but I feel as though I don't always let people in as much, so they don't really know how to read me, or they don't really know what it is that's going on with me. And sometimes I'm just moody. I tend to isolate myself a lot, and on top of that, I feel like people don't always understand that kind of personality. A lot of people think like, you know, like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with you? And it's just like, nothing. I'm just, you know, I'm chilling. I just enjoy being in my own space a lot. Dealing with the good and the bad. And the bad can get bad because there could be emotional days, there could be depression days, there could be days where it's just like, you know, like what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, and it's just, you got days that's good and you feeling up and your energy is up and your vibration is up and, you know, everything is good. But that's with anything, there's always going to be good and bad. You just have to know how to navigate it, which is a very good reason for why learning how to work through your emotions and really do shadow work is, to me, a big deal, because it can allow you in so many ways to just better yourself emotionally and just like have that in check within yourself and really know that, you know, like, you know yourself, you know your limits, you know your barriers, and you recognize where you need work at, and you're able to improve that. So that's always a good thing as well with spending a lot of time by yourself. I honestly feel like I am the happiest that I could be right now. I feel like I'm the happiest that I ever been, because although I've only been in like 3 relationships, and I mean, I've had a situation or 2 maybe in high school, but it's high school, you know what I mean? That's like, you were a kid, I don't really count those, you know what I mean? Now when you get into your 20s, I feel like those are like starting to be like the relationships that actually count. Like, everybody got their little childish relationship when a teenager in high school. I've came a long way from a lot of the things that I have been faced with or dealt with in a relationship, and not saying that, oh, everybody was just so bad, because I have made choices too in the relationships, but it's just right now, this is probably the happiest that I have ever been. Like, having this peace of mind and just like spending time with myself and really get to know myself and healing from a lot of things, it just feels like it's so worth it. Disconnecting from social media, I should be more active than what I am, but to be honest, I don't really like, I don't have the urge to want to wake up and get on Instagram or just get on Instagram and just stroll. I might do that every once in a while, and it's crazy because I'll go through, like, I'll post constantly for a week or like a couple days or like 3 days, and I'll just like disappear again. It's just, I get in moods where it's just like, you know, social media, it's my focus, but it's not my focus. Like, it's not my focus to the point that it makes me want to pick up my phone and see what's going on and scroll and, you know, be on Instagram or whatever social media there may be. It's just, social media is my focus as far as me being creative and learning where to turn my creativity to and how I can use it and the different ways that I can express it. So this is also a form of expression, having this YouTube channel, and a form of being able to be myself, a form of being able to help people, a form of just talking about what it is that I go through or what I deal with, or, you know, just my life in general. And of course, I'm not going to be the type of person that's going to put everything out there, because you still have to have your privacy with some things. But it's hard, I know, when you do certain things like this, because some people expect for you to put your stuff out there. But I just feel like, although you may have a public figure life, everything isn't meant to be public. Allowing myself to give myself permission to be who it is that I am, and really learning that not everybody's gonna like you for you, and that's fine, because everybody doesn't click. Although I feel like we are all one and we are all connected, some people just don't get along, and you know, that is what it is. But I feel like sometimes you just have to look a little bit deeper into that person and really being able to relate. But like I said, some people just don't get along, and it is what it is. So, you know, you have to give yourself permission to be yourself, and know that it's okay that everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not meant to go where you're going. Everybody's not meant to be your friend. Everybody who comes into your life is not meant to stay in your life. That's perfectly okay. And as you get older, you're going to learn that a lot better and understand that a lot better, like I am now. Because, you know, losing friendships or relationships, whatever, it can be very, very hurtful. And I promise you, it's just not, it's not that bad. Learning how to tune people out that doesn't mean well for me, or just, you know, learning how to keep my distance, or where to have that person, you know what I mean? If I know you don't mean no well for me, but I gotta be around you, like if I'm at work or something like that, okay, I'll be cordial for work, but you know, it's just, if I need to tune you out when I need to tune you out, that's just gonna be what it is. No hard feelings, but I don't fuck with you like that, and you know you don't fuck with me like that. So I'm not really for the trying to be fake and, oh, we're gonna, you know, we don't have to be buddy. No, I'm not, we don't have to do all that. If we talking about work, if I have a question about something, okay. Other than that, it's nothing to be said. And there's a lot of people that I walk around at work and I don't say nothing to. I'm cordial for work, and that's what it is. I feel like some people always have to be around somebody. Like, some people don't know how to be alone. Some people don't know how to be with their own thoughts and really like be able to take that and grow and heal. And, you know, to those people, I hope that they are able to find peace within themselves to be able to be with themselves. But I mean, being with another person is not always a bad thing. Sometimes some people just need that partner with them all the time, 24/7, or, you know, just need to have somebody with them. And I don't shame people for that. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. I would love to have a partner, you know what I mean? But I'm learning how to not dumb myself down. I'm learning how to not settle, and I'm learning that it's okay for me to wait for what I deserve, or if I feel as though I'm not getting what will contribute to making me happy, or if I feel like I'm giving too much for myself. It's just, I don't think there's nothing wrong with always having a partner. I do think that it is important to take time and heal, and not take old baggage into a new relationship and stuff like that. But some people, maybe that's how they heal, you know what I mean? I don't judge nobody, because you never know what nobody's going through. You never know what nobody went through, so you just never know. But there are some people who would prefer to just have somebody around all the time, or just, you know, always be with somebody. And, you know, if that's what works for you, that's what works for you. But I just feel as though it's very important to take your time nowadays and really get to know people, and it could just be so different because you can meet somebody and hit it off with them so quick and y'all move quick and it works. And then you have other situations where you can hit it off with somebody so quick and then you move quick and it doesn't work. So I mean, I guess it just depends on how well you two feel like you really know each other, and you know, not ignore red flags and being smart about it and just moving a certain type of way. Feeling a lot better, really taking my time to myself and really, you know, thugging it out with myself before I get with another person, because right now I'm just not ready for that. Learning the parts of me that are great, loving the parts of me that are not so great, recognizing the things in the part of me that need to grow and continue to grow as a person, because we're always gonna continue to grow. You have to learn to love the parts of you that are not so great as well, because that's gonna allow you to nurture those parts and make those parts better so you can grow into a better person. And that is very important when you are alone. Like when you are alone, really spend that time alone to really like get yourself together. Like it's so worth it. You're gonna feel so much better when you start getting through it and going through it. And it's gonna be painful some days, it's not gonna be so great some days, you're gonna have wonderful days some days, you're not, but I promise you it's all worth it. Learning that I don't need anybody else's approval but my own, because I know that I'm a dope person and I know that I try to be a good person, and the things that I know I need to work on, I have no problem with acknowledging that I need to work on it. But learning that you don't need nobody else's approval, and you grown, you pay your own bills, you got your own place. Being a great person with a great heart and having integrity and just carrying yourself as a decent human being is just like, you're not placing any hurt on people, you're not out there putting negativity in the world, you're just trying to grow and glow. When you know you don't need nobody else's permission, like you really run your own life, like keep growing and keep glowing and keep doing you and keep doing anything you need and keep doing everything you need to continue to have your space. If you gotta cut people off, cut people off. If people gotta cut you off, they feel like, you know, maybe you're not serving their life no well, by all means do what you gotta do, because I'm all for people growing, you know what I mean? So if I'm not somebody's cup of tea, hey, sorry we couldn't get along, you know, sorry we couldn't figure this thing out, but I'm not about to sit here and boo-hoo cry over it. Sorry we couldn't connect, I wish that we could have, but hey, you know, we just not for each other's energy. Like going to work and taking care of myself and, you know, learning how to be an adult and, you know, balancing bills and work life and trying to learn how to do things outside of work life, and then like, you know, just learning how to navigate life really. And I really feel like I am learning a lot, and it's very interesting to me because I like learning things anyway. So it's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna be doing this video too long because I'm already at 18 minutes. I think the last clip was like 10 minutes. I knew this was gonna be a long video when I looked at all the stuff I had on this page. But choosing to spend my time alone is not asking for help, when sometimes, you know, it's okay to ask for help. But I don't know, I've just always been like that. I do not like asking for help. I'd rather just figure it out myself. And I don't know, I just don't want to feel like I'm burdening anybody. Like, and they always say like it's okay to ask for help, but it's just, I would rather not. I would rather just figure it out myself. Like if I'm in dire need, or just like, is it dying need or dire? When I'm in need, it's just, you know, I'd rather just figure it out myself. And I actually had to break down and like call my mom for something, but not break down in the way to where it's like, oh my god, mom, but it's just like, I had to like, you know, like, mom, I don't like asking for stuff, but it's just, I don't like asking for help. This is another thing that goes into with you and someone not always being able to click, not caring if you're liked or not, because at the end of the day, like, life goes on and one person shouldn't stop the show. There's a purpose out here. We all have a purpose for what it is that we are to do, and when you become alone and you're able to sit with yourself, it becomes more and more clear. And I just feel as though, you know, you just don't have to care, because not everybody is going to like you, not everybody is going to have something positive to say, especially with being on a platform like this. And you just have to know that it's like, it's really okay. Like, it's okay, because at the end of the day, it's still just amount of people that rock with me. And even if it's a smaller amount or a lesser amount than the bad that doesn't like me, it's still some good there. There are days, like I said, that's not going to be as great. You might fall off. Like me, I have days where I fall off, but like I said, as long as you get back on track, there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel as though it's a lot easier to do when you are by yourself versus when you're another person, because it's you and another person. It's not just you by yourself. There's another person that you have to think about. There's another person that you have to, you know, consider. And in some situations, people may not always know how to consider their partner's feelings or thinking about their partner. So unless, you know, you're in a relationship or a situation where you guys are able to talk about these kind of things or work on these kind of things, I just feel like that's another good reason to why you should spend time alone and being with yourself, because you can really just put the full focus on yourself. And you know, if you choose to be with another person to where as though you want to share that, it's just like, well, I feel like you could share it, you can have an understanding to with you and your partner to where as though, you know, y'all got that figured out. And I also think it's important to like also being able to have your own individuality as well, even if you're in a relationship, to be able to have that alone time to yourself and with yourself, so that way you still feel like you have your own personality. You still feel like you are your own person. And there's nothing wrong with merging with another person. But sometimes you need to set those boundaries in a relationship as well and have that time. So one, that you don't get sick of each other. And another thing, just like you guys allow each other to have free time, not being with each other and being able to still experience things separately. And you can still come together as one person, you know what I mean, as in a relationship. But I just feel like that's important as well. I hope I said that correctly. Learning how to be closed off but still open is another thing. I would say with being alone, that's a good benefit, because like I said, you're learning how to separate yourself from people that you may not need to be around, or, you know, okay, this could be like, you know, we could be friends, or, you know, this could lead to something, you know, like just learning how to read things and read people, and not sharing too much and not oversharing, but still showing people love, you know, and really knowing how to relate to people. And you can come across and you can connect with somebody without sharing too much. That's another thing why I'm so comfortable with just being by myself. Like, I don't have to connect with people. I can connect with myself. It's nothing to me to, you know, go off of Instagram for 3 months or just like not interact with anybody. So much benefits of just spending time with yourself and being alone. And sometimes that happens, and sometimes we grow up where we feel as though, okay, I feel like I've been an outcast, you know what I mean? But maybe it was meant for you to be alone for that time. Obviously, you're not like everybody else. You're not meant to be like everybody else. Yeah, so that is it. That's all I have for this video. I also am back wearing my lace frontals. I was getting tired of the braids. I had the braids in for months now, and I was just, you know, rotating the not rotating the hair, but I had packs of hair because I had bought a lot of packs, just so if I did need to touch up my hair, I had the extra hair. If I did want to do it again, I was able to do it again. So yeah, I'm getting back into my lace frontals. I miss them, actually, being able to wear the different styles and the different colors and stuff like that. And I was going to do a video on doing my hair, but when I did it, I was kind of in a rush, but I think I did pretty good. I had a middle part. I literally just changed it to a side part today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, to this video, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later on down the line, I do plan on overlooking these videos and touching them up and improving them and making them better and seeing even more how I have grown. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.